Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Phillip Archer?
Good evening, everybody.
Well, I gotta say right here, we're going to announce a new Always tampon brand in 2020, the 007 brand.
Oh.
00, double the excitement.
Extra absorbency for your double.
For the spy needs everywhere. All right.
Heavy days.
Nothing. Double or nothing. There you go. Anyway, had to get that out of my system.
How many days of the week it's...
Because you'll say, me too, me too, and you can have it too. 00, baby. Woo! All right. Million dislikes. Here we go. Anyway, let's talk about box office. So we have a Spider-Man Far From Home, 847. So that's still the actuals. It's not a billion yet. Be a billion probably by next weekend. Or this week.
Mm-hmm.
Just started the week. It is projected, Philip, that we were talking in the cast about Endgame before we started the Bond thing.
Okay.
It is projected that, yes, Avengers Endgame will beat Avatar.
But the stipulation is this is the second round for Endgame, so you can't really...
No, it's
It never left the theaters.
It never left the theaters. So it's not a re-release. It's still in the theaters. It's an expanded the theaters out like they did for Captain Marvel, and they did the Captain Marvel never left the theaters.
So hang on. You're telling me that the original run already had those extra 6 minutes in it?
Yeah, that's all they did. That's all they did is they.
You have to think of it as if a movie is out for 5 months and they add different trailers to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is not. After credits does not affect the film. The film is done, and after credits you could put anything. You could put commercials, you could put whatever. So the whole thing is that this is not a re-release. In order for it to be a re-release,
it must leave the theaters first.
It has to completely not be in one theater. It has to be out of the theaters, and then a month or two later brought back and a re-release. This is where everybody gets disconfused.
It's only an extended cut. That's basically what it is.
It's only expanding the theater count, which they're allowed to do because they've done it for certain movies before Disney. Okay, but nobody really takes advantage of it because Disney's probably going to supply some perks where maybe they'll give them discounts on future films, and they don't have to keep this in the theater, and they don't have to do this, or they'll make less percentage on a movie coming out, and the movie theater's like, okay, Disney, we'll put Endgame back in there full-fledged for a week. So right now, they've made a deal with India, and then we got the Indian money and overseas money. So it is still projected that, again, there is no asterisks. This never left the theaters.
Okay, so let me just clarify one thing. So the extra bits are not actually in the movie itself. It's at the end.
Yes.
It's at the end. Yeah.
There you go. Then I see what you're saying.
Nothing.
All they did is they took the stuff. They took maybe like one or two things they were going to
the Blu-ray,
the DVD Blu-ray, and stuck it at the end.
Right.
That's all they did.
Just to have something different in there.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, it is not affect the entire movie. Whatever is during the credits, after the credits, does not affect anything. So.
Okay.
But I do, again, Avatar, though, has asterisks next to it because it was
a re-release.
So, technically, you could probably say that Avengers beat it already, but we want to go we're going to go that way, the real route, and we're going to say, this is what it is total, and this is what we got to beat.
Did you see the Kingsman prequel trailer?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw that.
And it looks great.
It does.
It was
doesn't
okay. I need to see a second trailer.
I saw it a couple times. It was great. I think it's going to be a great movie. It has to establish why they built it, why they filmed this whole organization, what they were before this organization. So it's the beginning. It's really early on.
Yeah, I know it is, but I still got to see a second trailer. I'm going to see it nonetheless, but I just need to see a second trailer.
It makes sense to me why they didn't jump right into a sequel and they did this, because one, they want to show a different side of it, and they want to see how much the franchise could survive. Two, they don't want to give you all your eggs in the basket. They don't want to give you the sequel right away. They want you to get a time to miss it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the second one I loved as well.
Yeah. So this is the next one will be 3, and that is going to happen. They said.
Yeah, that's in.
Yeah, they said
filming.
And it's Disney. So this is Disney, I guess, too.
It's just a buck stop basically until the next one comes out.
Yeah, but this is officially Disney. This one, I guess, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing it before Disney. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's under the Disney label. One of the few movies that Disney allowed.
Yeah.
You know. So, what did I want to say? There's a lot to talk about. What is this I'm hearing about Lion King that people are saying something's wrong with the movie?
From what I understand, I think people are just saying that it lacks the originality of the original because of the way it's. I mean, they're saying that the animals don't really have any real proper facial expression to go with what they're saying, which doesn't really lend towards it. That kind of. They said it's word for word the original, word for word, and action for action. So therefore, there's nothing new to it. So why make it if it's not going to be totally different from the original?
I see. So it's a copycat, but just trying to make it reality. So why did they do it then?
No idea. It's just. I think it's just to follow the trend of all the other live action.
Yeah, Aladdin got a shitty Jafar. So I mean, like what, and it still did well anyway.
Well, yeah, I think that's partially down to Will Smith, though.
Yeah, Will Smith really knocked that out of the park, and everybody made fun of.
Yeah, I'll say I haven't gotten to see him, but from what I've seen and heard, a lot of people saying he's done a good job of Genie.
Did a good thing. So, let's see. They're saying that It Chapter 2 is going to be phenomenal. Phenomenal box office, which already broke records, the original, if you remember.
Yeah.
First horror movie to do that. So,
can't wait for that one. That's the only after. After this next.
What?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's the only other movie I'm really looking forward to.
Oh yeah, It Chapter 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So The Rock thinks that a black Superman will happen soon.
Oh fuck! Really?
What is The Rock?
It's going to have to be from it's going to have to be from the multiverse because there is a black Superman in the multiverse. But
yeah.
I mean,
and he's a pacifist.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, does it really mean that much to The Rock to have a black Superman? I mean,
they won't make The Rock the black Superman.
Rock's not black. The Rock is not black. He's Samoan.
Yeah, well, whatever that word is, but yes.
I mean,
and if we're going to stress things, Roadblock from G.I. Joe, he was supposed to be black. Because I got the comic books of the old G.I. Joe Marvels, and he was black.
I mean, they whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they changed what they did, but I was just saying, just throwing that in.
So, more on this James Bond thing, huh? Lashana Lynch, is that her name?
Lashana Lynch, yeah.
Yes. Is the world ready?
I mean, I'm not too riled up about it. I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. If they thought it wasn't going to work, they wouldn't have done it. So,
I don't think so. People don't care. Do you understand? They don't care about. They want to promote a message. They don't care about how much millions, hundreds of millions they waste. They have to promote their message that nobody in the past would ever promote before, because they think, let's take risks these past couple of years. And if it fails, it fails. We tried. We did it. We represented the female community. All right. They don't care if it bombs. in this sense.
Hmm. I mean, let's look at this. Not every Bond movie has ever been. Not everyone has been top dollar ranking.
All right, but
There've been some flops around here and there. In my eyes, one of the few.
I agree with that. But I mean, this is something different, though.
Let them do something different. I mean, it's the year of the. Well, it's been a couple of years of the women of late, so it's bound to happen at some point. And look at all the movies that we've had. Look at all the movies that we've had that had women leads now, and
Right.
you know, so it's bound to go creep into the Bond franchise.
So you're happy with a white Martin Luther King?
That's a different kettle of fish
Why?
altogether. Because
That bagel guy thinks he's the white Martin Luther King.
Oh God.
That's what he said. Carrying on the work. And by the way, YouTube did not like our video. And they said, no, not suitable for everyone, Chris.
What, the one that we just did?
No, the one when we
Yeah,
talked
the bagel
about
one we just did. The bagel one. The bagel one, they don't like it.
Yeah, the
YouTube does not
bagel
like it.
boss guy.
They reviewed it and they said, no, we're not giving you monetization.
Wait 2 days and they'll give it back to you. Or wait until tomorrow and they'll give it back to you.
I was going to put that in the title. White Martin Luther King. That's what he said he was. So in other words, they can't do a white Martin Luther King, but they could do a female Bond.
There's a difference. That's just it. There's a difference between the two. One is considered heresy towards a race, where the other one doesn't look like it's a heresy towards a gender.
Yeah.
James Bond's a misogynist. So what do you do?
But that's just it. Saying that, coming out and say, "Oh, a white Martin Luther King," that's looked upon as being racist.
Is it racist to make the honeymooners black? They did.
Granted, it's a double standard.
The worst box office in history, by the way.
But proclaiming oneself as a white version of a historical character like Martin Luther King would be considered as racist.
Yeah, it's a
we're
slur.
We're saying a female version of this character or this character is not. In the updated Battlestar Galactica, they changed Starbuck into a female, and nobody really gave a shit.
Yeah, but we're gonna have Yasmin Khan be related to this historical figure, and
they're going to try to get some. They're going to try to have Yasmin Khan related to somebody in history.
She's really everybody famous.
The philosophy they've got. That's basically what it is.
But they've already done that with a Gran or whatever. They've already done the Yasmin Khan relation.
A whole family tree is going to be important, leading to Gallifrey Watch something.
And this whole thing with the Cybermen.
Yeah.
In the 19th century, where we have the steampunk Cybermen again. They've already done that as well.
Is it steampunk Cybermen?
Well, you're going to have to. Well, I don't have. I don't know. It depends.
It's going to be a new type of Cyberman.
Whatever Cyberman it is, it's like we've already done that with Miss Hartigan in the next Doctor.
Wasn't the last two-parter scary enough? How are you going to get more scary than that? How could you get more scary than that?
Have Jodie Whittaker become a Cyberman?
No, but honestly, you showed the Cyberman screaming in agony for Bill Potts to kill him.
Yeah.
How are you going to get scarier than that? That was dark. You're not going to get darker than that. How could you get darker than that?
Turn one of the companions into a Cyberman?
They just did that.
I know, but that's the only other way.
You can't get darker than that.
Unless it's body horror.
Chopping the arms off and the legs off and them screaming. They did that in season 1. I'm sorry, season 2. They did that already. When they made the Torchwood lady, took a brain out of her body and she's screaming as they're chopping her up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it sounds better than the Universal Frog, but
God, yes.
I mean,
That was stupid. That was the most asinine thing they did. And what was also even asinine is the fact that, let's have a father totally forgo their child and go off into this amalgamation
Get his groove on.
for his dead wife. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the most asininest. If that wasn't a knock on men, I don't know what is.
Oh, yes.
And they were trying to make it look as though all men or even fathers were pretty much dissociated from their children. No, that is not true.
Yes, that was bad. That was bad. So,
but nobody called them on it.
nope.
One single person called them on it.
Nobody bought anything either, though.
Because they didn't want their first female doctor to look bad.
Nobody bought anything really. They wanted the clearance. Cheapest selling screwdriver ever cost. $10.
Now wait a minute, what did they call it again? It wasn't clearance.
Oh, it's that's right. It's not clearance. It's special price or special something, right?
Yeah.
Promotional price.
Promotional price, yeah.
Promotional price, yes.
Promotional price.
Has to be worded right.
Right.
Now remember, Joe, don't throw that into the environment because it's plastic. And next
Right.
they're going to teach us how plastic is wrong.
Right.
Plastic.
A poor little whale or a sea lion may get caught, may catch its little head and somewhere in the in that sonic screwdriver and asphyxiate itself.
And it's not James Bond being a female. It's 007.
7.
Yes.
Is that her bra size?
Same thing. 007 and James Bond is the same thing. Loophole. That's what that's called.
I am waiting for the parodies to come out.
I can't wait. I can't wait when we do the box office for this shit. And I laughed my ass off when I want to see the movie Tank, and you get to see all the people that came up with this idea, a zoom in of their face when their careers are over because they just cost the movie, like hundreds of millions of dollars it would have made. And how much did it cost to make? 300 million? So how much does it need to make? $1 billion? What is it going to make? 300 million. It's going to be a bomb.
Well, you really have to concentrate on the movie as a movie and not on that singular problem.
So in other words, in the UK, it's okay to lose 300 million?
No, but...
Has that ever happened?
Well, no, but if the movie is, irrespective of a female 007, if the movie...
Okay, so let's respect a female 007, but let's cost, to show that message, let's spend $300 million. Right? $300 million, you could have put it on a Hallmark card. But you want to waste $300 million to make a 007 female and to teach James Bond how to treat women. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck with that. You're not going to make money from that. Good luck with that. Okay. Fine. $300 million.
They have cut down his womanizing or his.
They have definitely over the years. They've cut everything back. Just saying, you know what? You keep making these characters unrecognizable. Nobody's going to see that crap. And you watch when they try to reboot it, and that bombs. You'd be like, why? The actor was fantastic. Nope. Fans don't forgive.
The actor may be great, but the plot line sucked.
Fans are just not going to watch it. Not going to watch it. And you're going to see it go to sleep for the first time for a long time because they pissed everybody off. So you're going to have to let it sleep for 10, 15 years. You watch. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen in my lifetime.
That's what's going to happen with Doctor Who.
Well, Doctor Who, I mean.
It's already
I don't know what. I mean.
The only way they can save that thing is if they get an alternate 13th Doctor come in.
No.
Somehow she and him switch places.
No.
And bam.
Keep Jodie. Get rid of Chip. No. Get rid of Chibnall, man. He's fucking everything up. Fuck that guy. Go to Moffat's house. Moffat will cook barbecue. That will Weeping Angel in the backyard. Don't go to the former showrunner club. Like, just get somebody else.
Yeah, but nobody wants to touch Doctor Who because it's such a.
Because they're all a bunch of wimps. They can't. They don't have enough Goomba to do it. They're not manly enough to do it. Get out of here. Take over that shit.
But the problem is where do you start by fixing it?
Exactly.
You know how many people want to do Doctor Who, honestly? That's bullshit.
I know.
That's bullshit. You know how many people want to? Come on. That's bullshit. There's nobody wants to take it over. No. It's if they're not part of Moffat's club, they can't take over. Like, because they got to be under the thumb of being controlled and told what to do or whatever.
Moffat or Chibnall?
I don't know. I still think Moffat has ties with things. You don't? I think he does. Somewhat. Even Russell T. Davies. Of course. I can't wait for this shitstorm with the Big Finish. I can't wait for that shit.
They said they're now no longer, they were never canon in the first place.
I can't wait for the civil Doctor Who war with that shit. You're gonna see.
I never thought it was canon anyway.
People are gonna flip out. I'm telling you, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna go down in history as towards the end, right before Doctor Who was canceled after 2023. The freaking BBC was at war with Big Finish. Big Finish is like, F you. There's gonna be crazy shit going on. It's gonna be wild shit. I can't. There's gonna be shit storms where they're gonna insult each other, like they did in Game of Thrones, where they're staring at each other and they're talking all kinds of crazy fancy words, and it's like me basically telling each other to go after themselves.
Isn't it funny though that the fact that the Big Finish put out an an Eighth Doctor and Dalek thing, and it looks awesome. But yet they put out this Jodie Whittaker garbage, and nobody. And
we got a pin.
Yeah, we got a pig. And we got something this damn big, and they're all for $20, $30?
Get out of here! $11 for this big? Get out of here!
Yeah, she said.
Get out. God.
That's what I would love to see Big Finish do more often, is take characters from their audio dramas and adapt them to that. That would be awesome.
More people making action figures of Big Finish. Go friggin' Big Finish.
Yeah. Because Big Finish is treating Doctor Who correctly.
And then BBC don't like that when that happens, and they're going to knock it down and say it's not canon. See?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm telling you.
That's exactly right.
Listen, if you don't think for 1 minute, and again, please don't take this the wrong way when I say these things, but if you think for 1 minute that the BBC and Chibnall is going to be compromised with writing an episode of Doctor Who because Big Finish did it already, they don't give a shit. They will fucking come out with a statement if they had to. If Big Finish got in the way so much, that will be the end of Big Finish. They don't care about profit. They have egos. They don't care. If Big Finish kept getting in the way, Big Finish will be done.
Yeah.
So they don't care. They're not going to hinder their creativity to do an episode. So yeah, they'll steal it and they'll take credit for it, and they don't care. They don't care. It's not canon. They just first you made it that the Eighth Doctor's whole thing was canon. Now they're gonna just make it that not all the Eighth Doctors is canon. Watch. Now they just confused everybody. I'm telling you.
And the same guy who's behind, they came out saying the same guy who was behind Rogue One, all right, and is plan on doing a sequel to Last Starfighter.
Yeah, they finally getting to do Last Starfighter.
Yeah, they're finally doing a sequel to Last Starfighter.
Finally.
Yeah.
Which is great. Oh, and look at this garbage article today. Garbage. They want to make Kraven the Hunter from Wakanda.
No.
No.
No. It's not supposed to be from Wakanda.
You stupid fucks. You're going to
forget where he's supposed to be, but he's not supposed to be from Wakanda.
They want him to be in Wakanda because they're pushing Wakanda forever.
Oh, wait a minute. Where was he supposed to be from originally?
He's not Wakanda. It's
I know, but Maybe that's just it. They want to try to shoot for the politically correct thing, so that way they don't offend.
They're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
They're gonna ruin it. It was nice that J.K. Simmons contacted Sam Raimi to ask him if it was okay. He says, "Of course, I'm a Spider-Man fan. I'd love to see you in Spider-Man again. Absolutely, J. Jonah Jameson. Absolutely, I would love that. What a nice guy.
Oh boy, and everybody just went, yes.
What a nice guy. You know what? Let him do Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
Fuck that. If I had the rights to make movies for Sony in a day, I'd sign all the contracts. Do Spider-Man 4. People go crazy. Go crazy. You want movies to do well? Spider-Man 4.
I still wish Sam Raimi's little Shadow reboot had gone through.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
I'd love to see that.
I like the one without.
Granted, the Baldwin one.
I like that one.
Was good. Yeah, I like that one too. I've got the soundtrack.
That was my favorite. Like, with the ending was like my favorite ending.
And it's got my favorite actress in it too. So
that was the best ending ever when he removed his.
Penelope Ann Miller. She's in one of my go-to movies, which I keep meaning to try to find. The Gun and Betty Lou's Handbag. I love that movie.
What the hell is this?
We got a timer.
What about?
Oh no, there's a big thing on the screen that like this big. It's like running out of time.
Okay. What about the idea that they want something for that Picard series? They want someone to play a young Riker, Josh Peck. And I'm like, how can you have a young Riker in?
No, Jonathan Frakes is Riker in the show.
Yeah, no, but they want an actor to play a young Riker.
Why? For an episode?
Probably as a flashback.
Yeah,
Are they going to CGI him too? They're going to CGI Patrick Stewart?
Yeah, you're probably right. It probably is a flashback. I'll try because it's set in the far future of Picard's life.
It's an alternate timeline, for what I understand. It's not our timeline.
Oh.
Yeah, it can't be. It's not allowed because when they started splitting the company, everybody had the rights to Star Trek, and the whole thing of Next Generation split into 3 or 4 different companies. So they're like, "Wow, we don't want you to use the Klingon design. Wow, we don't want you to do this." So now you can't. This can't be a true
representation of the original
of the Next Generation. No.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not good. Meaning we have no idea what the fuck is past us. Which that sucks.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow, man. I don't know.
I know, too. It's crazy. So, let me see what else we got to talk about. There's other stuff, I'm sure. Fast and the Furious 9, man.
I haven't even... Oh.
Whoa. You've been summoned.
Ooh.
No, hang on, let me stop this.
It's been summoned.
My apologies.
Return. Return that which you have stolen from me. Return. Love that movie. Taika Waititi is doing that shit. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
Time Bandits.
That's another one of my go-to movies is The Time Bandits.
Time Bandits.
So is Baron Munchausen.
I like that too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yo, how about that shit that HBO Max is taking all the movies away from Netflix? Holy shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Talk about bleeding them dry. What is Netflix going to be?
But it's probably going to be a dent. Tell you the truth, it's going to be a dent in Netflix.
That's not a dent.
Stuff lined up already to take its place.
Dent? You went from a 4-door vehicle to a 2-door. That's a big dent.
Watch.
That's a big dent.
They're going to go, okay, you guys want to do that? We'll give you this. We'll give you more originals. We'll give you more Netflix series made for Netflix movies.
That's a bad wound for Netflix. I'm sorry. That's
like I said, this streaming bubble, it's going to pop just like the internet one. Get about 2-3. Give it. Let's see.
How much is the AMC one? We got AMC one.
The streaming bubble is going to pop.
We got an AMC one streaming service coming out too. How much is that going to be?
But but people are not going to go for it.
Dude, it's over.
I mean, they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna do it long enough to see what it's like. But then when they realize, okay, I'm shelling out 40, 80, 90, $100 for XYZ, and all they're doing is that they've just got, okay, the movies that were used to be over here are now over here, but they're not really giving me any full content.
It's just, why don't you just have, so people, you try to get people away from cable, but then you want them to spend the same exact money or more by buying a million separate streaming services.
Because like I said, we are also used to using our phones, our tablets, our laptops to watch movies.
Yeah.
That the stuff that's meant for TV now, TV is going to go the way of the dinosaur.
It already just about is. I mean,
yeah.
It's
so since everybody's pretty much watching everything on computers and on phones and tablets, that's why they're coming up with all these streaming services. But the problem is they're forgetting that people will only have at best 2 streaming services at one time.
Right.
And when they start realizing they're going to be losing revenue by having all these out the wazoo, one by one, they're going to start dropping. And once again, Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu will all be the top dog.
Yeah.
Because those 3 services revolutionized the streaming system.
Yeah, they were the forebearers.
And if Blockbuster had gotten on the shtick and started putting stuff online instead of beforehand, we'd probably see them being a competitor to Netflix. But because they decided to drag their ass, that's why they shifted to those They shifted to those like little red box rental services, and then they're gone.
Yeah. All right, so I guess this is ending, right, the Zoom?
Yep.
Coming up on 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. How you doing, Philip? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Cool. All right, we're going to get out of here for this one. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.